What up, Sushi Squad? We back again for some more Trove to Drove, and guess what? The Trove Delves update is coming out tomorrow. God, don't you hate these last-minute release dates? I mean, that's awesome, right? Yeah. No, seriously, like they gotta get their act together with these release dates, man. Like I know that like companies like Blizzard have it where it's like it's done when it's done, but at least they give us the decency to give us a release date. With Trove, it's like it's coming out tomorrow. I'm not prepared for it, but I guess we'll do a live stream tomorrow or something like that. Well, it ends up going live. So the servers are going to end up going down at 8 a.m. Pacific time for, they say 3 hours. It can go one of two ways. It can either go really well, in which case it'll be down for maybe an hour, or it'll go badly and then it'll be down like all day. Now, unfortunately, this is only the PC release. There is no console date yet. But considering that we on the PC only just heard about the release date now, a day before it comes out, you're probably going to end up having the same, being in the same boat for the console release. That said, I would assume, usually it ends up taking them maybe 2 weeks. So maybe next month, I don't know. Either this month or next month, you guys on console should end up getting it. It honestly depends. But on top of that, we are going to end up doing some stuff. We're on the test server right now just because it's not live yet. And I figured rather than just an announcement video talking about the release date, which caught everybody off guard, we'll also be messing around in the Delves today. You can see I've got purple name. This is the first time I've ever had it. You want to know why? Because I'm not a try-hard loser that goes and fights Daughter of the Moon with all of my macros and stuff. No, there are some purple names that actually do it legit. Most of them just use like cheaty programs and stuff like that. But you're gonna see them in the comments complaining. The ones that are complaining are the ones that are cheaters. Yeah. It's just kind of an ongoing joke. The thing is that purple name has actually been changed now. So it is actually going to be rewarded for the deepest delve that you've participated in, which I think is really cool because that's something that's actually accessible to most players and requires effort instead of Daughter of the Moon where it doesn't, Okay, sorry to interrupt you on another useless rant there, Scyushi, but we've got some important news. That is, if any of you guys are new and watching today's video, you can use that sign up link in the description. And if you do end up using that sign up link and then furthermore buy anything out of the cash shop, I'll end up making a percentage of it. It's an awesome way that you can support me that doesn't increase the price of anything in the store. It's just an awesome way that you can help me out by literally just playing the game. Thanks GameAgo, and thanks to you guys for doing it. Back to the video. So you guys ended up voting. I asked you on my community tab who should enter the Delves next, and hey, we got a lot of you guys. There was 3.9 thousand votes, 25% for the Gunslinger, 6 for Fey Trickster, 12 for Dino Tamer, 7 for Chloromancer. I put that in as a meme, and 50% of you guys wanted to see the Neon Ninja. What is wrong with you guys? Like, what? This is the perfect perspective of my community. There is something wrong with the people that watch my videos. You guys are so obsessed with the Neon Ninja. I get it, okay? I do. He's like an insanely powerful character and great for speed farming and stuff, but he is not going to end up doing the Delves very well. No physical characters do. Like, no characters that have to go up close and personal. Shadowhunter kind of works just because it's ranged, and range gives you more survivability. So we are rocking a full Crystal 3 set. I do have a Crystal 3 melee. That probably was the biggest factor for you guys because I don't have a Crystal 3 gun, unfortunately. We're rocking the same banner that we had on my Ice Sage, so 150 light. Oh, magic damage. Well, it gives flash capacity and movement speed. The banner doesn't matter too much. We're not going to be ideal stats, guys. It's the test servers, okay? So get off my back. We'll obviously end up being... Oh, we can't open these in Delves. Weird. Huh. We'll end up being a lot more powerful when we get to the live server. Joe actually ended up getting his Leviathan permanent trophy, or banner, so I got to slowly work on that now that the Delves are out. Nobody's going to farm Leviathans anymore, though, so screw it. So Death Defying, Martial Emblem, Unyielding for that survivability. Our ring just has some RNG regen, which should be good, should give us a little bit more survivability. I probably should be using the Night subclass ability just for that extra flask capacity, but and then for the ally, we're using Ferdinand, which is 300 light, 5% attack speed, and 5 movement speed. Also has a chance to recover 1 flask when a nearby enemy dies. That's the big reason why I'm using this, because there are some other allies that give us a bit more damage, but this way we can recover some flasks if these guys actually decide to die. I mean, so long as we're really careful here, we might actually be able to do this okay. Neon Ninja, out of any of the melee characters, I'd say like Neon Ninja probably ends up doing a pretty good job. I mean, right now, obviously, this doesn't really count because we're talking about, oh, we gotta kill Monolith. Because we're talking about, you know, a really early delve. Like, these are really, really easy floors. That said, Neon Ninja is actually... you know, he's gonna end up doing better than any of the other physical based characters, like, you know, melee characters, namely just because he basically has his snare ability that will get the enemy stuck. It has a very wide radius, also ends up doing tons and tons of damage, like an insane amount, and because it snares them, it actually gives him a little bit of survivability. So he's definitely gonna do better than most, but he's not going to end up doing that great, especially if we go up against ranged characters. That's the biggest thing, guys. Like, anytime I'm talking about, like, how, oh, these characters aren't working and stuff, like, you know, a lot of you guys were getting frustrated that my Vanguard test, it was an extreme example, okay? I wasn't really doing it as a full-on test with the Vanguard. But you guys were saying it was pretty unfair to the Vanguard to end up just throwing him in there against stronger enemies. But... again, that was against ranged enemies, and I was trying to make a point about just using a ranged character. Like, you can see right here, this is an absolute joke. I mean, granted, ranged enemies are always a joke in this game, so it doesn't matter too much, but I mean, this is insane. Like, look how much time it's eating just by doing this. Like, imagine if this was against stronger enemies. I mean, we also got, like, the worst generation ever. Like, what kind of an arena is this? Like, hot damn, dude. This is ridiculous. So sometimes the enemies will end up spawning way above. Sometimes they'll end up spawning way down below. There's one of them right there. That's probably the last idiot. Come on, you. Yeah, there we go. Jeez. So it's not going to be the best example, guys. Obviously, because my depth has reset countless times. Because, I mean, for crying out loud, the fact that I got purple name is ridiculous. That just goes to show nobody has been farming the delves on the test server, dude. That is just pathetic. Because I'm pretty sure I'm just at the default depth. Then again, it might just be taking my power rank into consideration, so it like automatically throws me to a deeper hole than most, but still. It's gonna be cool that purple name will actually be accessible though, because I do like purple's one of my favorite colors, obviously, as you've seen with my like logo and everything like that. So it'll be cool that it'll be actually obtainable now instead of just like for the tryhard crews, which, yeah. I mean, that said, I don't know if I'm going to end up getting it very often because we're talking about the delves, which, I mean, I'm on the fence, guys. Like, I'm excited about the delves because it's just new content in general, but I don't know if it's necessarily going to end up being like a really good alternative to Shadow Towers. I mean, a lot of you guys have also been asking, like, how's the server lag going to be affected with the delves and stuff like that? We don't know until it goes live, okay? Like, that's kind of the way that it is. We aren't going to end up knowing how much of an impact the delves update is going to have on the live servers until it's actually on the live servers. A couple of you guys have been asking about, okay, this is a joke. A couple of you guys have been asking about, you know, how does it work on the test server? But it's like the test server you cannot use to gauge like the lag, just because the test server is literally running, what the actual F? The test server is running on the same servers as the live server, so it's a very poor example. What the heck is going on here, guys? Like, I thought we were doing okay, and then as soon as we ended up fighting a boss, I'm getting absolutely obliterated. Like, I'm already almost down more than half my flasks, and this guy is just not taking damage. Like, what the hell? Okay, well, you guys wanted it. Also, this bug right here, this has been in the game for, like, ever. It happens whenever you attack pinatas as well. I didn't expect it to be on the Neon Ninja, though, because it very rarely happens. but apparently happens all the time in Delves. So all the more reason that this character is pretty useless. Okay, did this guy generate with like the worst stats possible or something? Like, he is god tier right now. This is like playing one of those stupid gacha phone games, and then you unbox like the 6-star like item or whatever. That's what this is right here. We're fighting against the 6-star. It's like completely unbalanced. You just can't win. I mean, we might be able to do this so long as I'm trying to dodge like his big heavy attack, but even his normal attacks are one-shotting me, which is ridiculous. Well, getting close to one-shotting me. Jeez Louise, and these stupid spikes are not helping, and the fact that I keep freezing is not helping. Like, fix your game, guys. The base game needs fixing before you end up rushing out the freaking Delves update. Whatever. I mean, that said, there's just one more nail in the coffin as to why you do not use a melee character in the Delves. Now, that said, guys, I want to be very clear. We're sitting at the end game of the Delves, okay? Okay, that was actually not that bad. I mean, we just barely got through it, but we are soloing it, 1. And 2, we are at the end game. So you can kind of take all of my experiences with us messing around in the Delves with a grain of salt, because obviously the majority of us are going to end up actually having a group on the live server. The test server just doesn't really have anybody actually trying it out. So that was all right. I also realized too that I'm just rocking my Crystal 3 set. I could have been rocking a Crystal 4 hat and face, but honestly, well, I guess it would have made quite a bit of a difference, honestly speaking. I'm sorry, guys. So we got, this guy is just going to end up changing our loadout. I keep forgetting I can use the barrier as well. He'll just give us a quest. Because you can just go to your delve mode, you can use this barrier and it lasts for like a minute and it negates like 35% damage or something like that. Like, I'm not being optimal in my playstyle, guys. I am very well aware of that, okay? So easy does it there. But I'm just giving you guys examples of what you can expect, because my god, it's going to end up being tricky. So this guy is one of the merchants that'll end up selling, he sells all these boxes. These ones are all limited quantity per week, and then these ones are the ones that you buy repeatedly. That's why the prices are so varying. My god. Well, at least they gave us 3 of these, so that kind of makes up for getting a stack of these. No, it's still better to buy 99, because then you get karma and all of the other items, as opposed to this, you're buying for more and you literally are only getting karma. I mean, I guess if you're already out of, if we're grinding Delves that much and we're out of this for the week, well then. And then this guy's probably just selling banners, right? Oh, he's selling recipes, tracking potion, standards, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay. Well, either way, gamers, just wanted to do that as a quick little show you everything that's going on with the character type of thing. Here's what's going on with the Delves, and when it ends up coming to the live server, I mean, that's gonna be really cool. We got Crystal 1, GG. Let's also go into the next floor, just because we got, well, we'll have a little bit more light and damage here. So let's go to the next floor and try this out just real quick. It's not gonna be the best example, because, I mean, I'm surprised. Okay, I want to see what this boss generated with, because what the hell? Attacks heal them for a percentage of their max health. That's what it is. That's the worst buff you can get on these bosses, dude. It just makes them take so long to die. It's annoying. Some enemies have reduced darkness. This tier contains a shadowy vault, and then occasionally is buffed by to punish Trovians who deal damage to the boss. Okay. Yeah, it was just that regen that was going on. Jeez Louise. But yeah, we annihilate the normal enemies, which is hilarious. And then as soon as we get to the boss, I just get my ass handed to me. Like, okay. Yeah, like, look at this. It's so night and day. But that's all just that stupid regen ability. So yeah, it'll be really interesting to see and actually test out all this Delve stuff when it's on the live server, because obviously, guys, you know, we're sitting on the test server, so quite a bit of it is going to end up being different in terms of experience, because when we go to the live server, obviously we're going to end up having bigger groups and more people, and there's more variance to the gameplay as opposed to what we got going on here, where we are literally the only people on. But Delves is coming out tomorrow on PC anyways, so get hyped for that. Also, there is so many things happening this month, guys. Minecraft Dungeons comes out. Phantasy Star Online is actually releasing on PC on the English servers. It's currently released on Xbox only. The reason I stopped playing that game was just because the frame rate was so god-awful on the Xbox, but it is coming to PC. So there is just so many things we're going to be busy with, so many MMO-related items. Thanks for watching, though, gamers. Smash like, sub for more, buy the merch you want, support the channel, and have yourselves a fantastic day. Sign on. Stay epic, gamers.